All right, hey everyone, Kevin Mankman here, and welcome to day number 2 of the 3-day Publisher Content Challenge, and where we show how freelancers, coaches, and business owners go from stuck to published, even if you feel too shy to post and have been stuck for a long time. All right, today I'm really excited. We're going to talk about how we can speak it, share it, and automate it. Okay. Today's theme, it's going to be about confidence, building confidence, storytelling, and the automation preview. All right. And the goal is I'm going to help you all find your voice, craft your message, and experience automation in action. So, welcome back to recap day 1, wins and engagement. Just drop your name and where you're joining from. Type day 1 complete if you tested the automation yesterday. Today, we're going to find your voice, share your story, and preview automation. All right, so this is a mindset that you and I need to get into. It's confidence first. And it's by Vin Jiang. It's its framework, and basically, what he teaches is that confident isn't a personality trait; it's a skill. So many of us, um, throughout our childhood and throughout our life, we saw these confident people, and we, uh, you know, just wonder were they born with it? How did they get it? Well, turns out, according to Venn, it's not a personality trait, it's a skill. It's something that can be developed, even if you don't have it. So, and his 3 steps are number 1, voice, number 2, mindset, and number 3, of course, practice. And because we'll build courage before content today. All right, now let's talk about the voice, okay? Um, how to find and free your sound. Your voice is the most underutilized instrument you have, okay? According to Vin, right? How many of you feel like you're, ashamed of your words, okay? As my big brother Tim would say, don't be ashamed of your words, okay? Don't do it, all right? So, you want to be able to project with intention, not volume. And this is something we can all work on, because some of us are initially kind of shy and soft-spoken. Some of us don't want to be the loudest person in the room. But when we want to be heard, we always want to increase the volume first. And what Vin is saying, no, increase the intention, not the volume. So an exercise I want you to do is just say to yourself, put your hand on your heart. My message matters. All right, he says, say it softly. So my message matters. Okay. Now say it confidently. My message matters. My message matters. My message matters. Feel the difference? Hope so. All right, next is mindset. All right. Focus on your service, not yourself. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Focus on service, not self. Okay. According to Vin, he said, we're not nervous. We're just self-centered. No way. And you say to yourself, I'm the most unselfish person in the world. Ask my friends, ask my family. No, no, no. It's like Russell Brunson says, we have a moral obligation if we've been granted knowledge and wisdom to share it with our audience because those people are suffering and they have no idea how to get the result that you and I have attained through our perseverance and hard work. So shift the focus from how you look to who you help. All right. Now type serve in the chat if you want to impact others and not impress them. Okay. All right. And one of the best steps of all, practice. Repetition builds freedom. Okay. Vince says you can't be confident in anything you've only done once. Shocker, right? You know, as my one of my favorite memes is pretends to be shocked. I mean, you and I do this all the time. We can't fathom why we aren't confident at the thing that we've tried one time or two times. Some of you say, I tried three times. Okay, keep trying. All right, each time you speak, your nervous system learns it's safe. Your nervous system learns that you don't have to feel shame. You don't have to feel guilt. You don't have to, you know, feel like you're under threat or something bad's going to happen. Okay? Just record yourself 60 seconds a day with no judgment. Okay? And the key is going to be no judgment. So I want you to think about that. Yeah, just grab your phone, record yourself 60 seconds a day. You don't have to publish it all the time. Just practicing it, you know? All right, here are my takeaways. You don't need to fake confidence. You need to practice courage. Okay? Because confidence equals voice, using your voice, service, putting your service before yourself. Many of you know that there are people suffering financially, health-wise, in their relationships. So please focus on service, not yourself. It's not about you. Okay? It's not about what people think. That's not about how they're going to judge you. Oh, they're going to look at me. Oh, they're going to, back in the days, I had I had my own issues. People, when they see you, they see an image of the old you. They see what they saw growing up. They see all your mistakes. They don't see how, you know, life has changed you and you have been given a mission. That mission is for you and for you to share. And finally, repetition. Okay. First of all, most of us are scared to do something one time. But don't do it one time and just put the ball down and walk away. Okay, that's what I said. Just practice record 60 seconds a day. 60 seconds goes fast, trust me. And by the way, talk about things that are easy for you to talk about. And some things aren't easy to talk about. All right, now we're going to get into the 60-second story framework. or the 60-second perfect webinar framework by Eric Thane. Eric Thane is a phenomenal teacher, and I've seen him speak and everything. I have his book. And basically, what he did was he condensed um, what was originally a webinar framework by Russell Brunson and basically made it so you and I can use it with our reels and our stories. So, you're going to start with the hook to capture attention, story to give context, the secrets. You're going to share 3 short insights, and the CTA, which is the call to action. You're going to invite action, you know, and sometimes you're going to invite them to your website, to your Facebook group, to your school group, different things. Sometimes you'll just invite them to take action. Okay, you won't always be selling something. And this is your mini perfect webinar for social media. All right. And our first example is from the health industry. And um, these are just examples that I wanted to use for the challenge, okay? So we call this one the energy reset formula. The hook is, and you would say this on video, you just take your phone, you just like press record on video, and you would say, you know, uh, say, if you wake up tired, even after 8 hours of sleep, this might surprise you. It's not your bed, it's your habits before bed. I used to crash every afternoon until I changed my pre-sleep routine. Now I feel sharper and energized. And here are the 3 secrets. Number 1, stop eating 2 hours before bed. Number 2, use light discipline. Basically, that means it can mean that you start turning off lights early. You stop dealing with technology, phones, laptops, etc. And you want to replace scrolling with stillness. So you got to put that phone down. You got to be still. And it won't be easy at first. And here's a call to action. If you're tired, or if you're tired of feeling tired, DM me the word health, and I'll send you my energy reset checklist. All right. See, that was pretty simple. All right. Now, this is just an example in the wealth industry. Excuse me. And, you know, uh, Russell Brunson talks about the 3 industries of health, wealth, and relationships. So the next one is going to be wealth. All right. And using the 60-second uh, perfect webinar script, here we go. It says 3 habits that quietly build 10K months. Here's the hook. Everything you've heard about making money online is wrong. It's not about the funnel. It's about your focus. Here's the story. All right. I was chasing every opportunity until I simplified, tracked my numbers, and built one repeatable offer. Secret number 1, focus beats hustle. Secret number 2, know your numbers. Secret number 3, deliver transformation, not task. Comment focus below and I'll DM you my one offer clarity worksheet. All right. And like I'll stop and say hook and then story. Obviously, you leave that out. You won't say those words. All right. All right, the next one, the relationships industry. How to reconnect when you're grown apart. Okay, so here we go. Most relationships don't end from one big fight. They fade because of 1,000 tiny silences. After years of drifting, we tried 10 minutes of no phone connection before bed, and it changed everything. Secret number one, be present before you're perfect. Secret number two, appreciation multiplies affection. Secret number three, schedule connection. Type love in the comments and I'll send you our conversation starter guide. So you see when you make these uh 60-second reels, you're not going to elaborate, okay? You just want to hook them, and people that are interested in the topic will um comment, and then you'll basically, the cool part about it is um people kind of, they vote with their comment or they vote with their reply, meaning it kind of saves you the trouble of chasing people down that aren't interested in what you're doing. Well, the people that are interested will qualify themselves by commenting. Okay, so that's the beautiful part. Just got to make sure we follow up with them. All right, um, so this is where we're gonna practice. You're gonna write your story using the 4 steps: hook, story, 3 secrets, and call to action. All right, drop your hook in the chat. All right, let's talk about caption confidence using one of my favorite apps, Vozo AI. If you don't love your voice, let captions carry your message. Okay. And I always joke around with some of my friends, like, you know, jokingly, I say I don't like my voice. It's so country, southern, it's kind of nasally. But if you don't like your voice, we're going to show you this app that can caption what you say, that makes sure people can, because a lot of times people will read what you're saying. Okay. And then they'll understand what's happening. All right. So with Vozo AI, it automatically captions your videos, and of course, clarity builds confidence and consistency. All right. And here you can see where I shot a video on Bozo, and in the first instance, when you first record it, there's no caption. Then you can go into it and you can select different captions, text styles and colors and so forth. And then you can just export the video with the captions. You can, edit the wording and so forth. All right. All right. And on day one, we did a demo of the keyword DM that triggers um, an instant freebie delivery. And the example keyword was actually, it ended up being freebie. It could have been any other word like story. All right. And yesterday we showed screenshots of the mini chat automation flow. Mini chat is just the automation software that allows people to comment or DM you, and then by selecting a keyword in that system, it's been connected to your Facebook or Instagram or whatever, it'll automatically start sending out chat conversations. And these automations work 24/7 to engage your audience. All right. Now, like I said, we did an automation on Instagram. I wanted to show people that, some people have the Facebook business pages. And if you don't have a Facebook business page, we recommend that you create one. They're free. And, basically instead of creating a friends list, you'll be creating a follower list where people will click like and join you. Um, but what I want you to do is I want you to search my business page, Mangum Technology Consultants. It's also going to have my name, Kevin Mangum. And then what I want you to do is send a message to my company page. You're going to DM the word freebie to see it in action. And then it may be a little hard to see, but basically what's going to happen is once you type in freebie, there's a conversation that's going to begin. And I just pretty much took two screenshots of what that would start and how that would look. Essentially, it's going to say, hey, um, thanks for reaching out. You know, we didn't know if you were still interested in the free ebook. And then it offers a button. And then the call to action I just chose was Let's Rock, meaning that means they're going to click that button and then there's going to be a follow-up message. And then it's going to basically say, hey, thanks for your interest in our ebook. And so when you click Let's Rock, it's going to ask them to put in their email address, which is also very powerful because this way, this is one of the most powerful things that we really want to do in marketing and business. As a business owner and even a small business owner or someone who's just trying to start out and build their list up, is you want to be you want to offer them something, and then in return, you want to be able to capture their email. And this pretty much, how would you say, like grants us permission to interact with them. This is what you want. Of course, if they don't want this, they can just walk away from this message and not reply. But when they add their email address, it's going to say, hey, cool, we'll reach out to you by this email and send a free ebook to you. And also, again, it's qualifying customers. It's showing who's interested. People that do this are interested. You're not chasing people down, with all this cold messages, right? Nothing wrong with cold DMs, but this is not the case. You won't have to do it. And this is around the clock 24/7. So anytime, as long as they know the keyword, you'll get these customers. And also I was gonna say, the cool part is that the ManyChat application software, it does save a contact list for you that you can export, meaning you can download the spreadsheet of contacts or whatnot. And then you can, if you have an email system, you can send emails to them. But we won't go into that. We won't go too deep into that right now. Now here's a real example. This is a real example by my good friend, the prepper mom, Joan Haney. All right, so she she did me the honor of letting me interview her for my No Evolve Proceed podcast. Um, it's on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All right, shameless plug. But basically, if you go to the Mangum Technology Consultants um, business page and you find the reel, and I set this up so people can test this out. So I'll be happy if you would do this and engage. But if you find the reel of my interview of her, it's very short, but you'll see it. And it'll be my interview with Joan Haney, the prepper mom. Just comment the word ready. Okay. Okay. Go like you're going to make a new comment and only type the word ready. Don't type anything else. Type the word ready as a comment and, hit enter and it loads. Then you just wait a little while, wait a couple seconds, go back, check your Facebook Messenger, and then Our automation is going to reply instantly with a message and a button that says watch the interview. Now, this is powerful, especially if you are, if you have a small YouTube channel, you're trying to grow it. Um, I mean, there's so many ways you can leverage this, but I wanted to show this example because I feel like, you know, most of you in my audience, most of you in my peer group, you're trying to grow and you're really trying to get momentum, you're really trying to get your message out to the world. So even in this picture here, the first image is the reel, and I click comment. Okay. Then I just type the word ready, hit enter, wait a little while, check my messenger, and then boom, it says, hey, Kevin, excited you're interested in our products. Now, this is a generic response. We can edit this text. Moral of the story is that you can edit this text any kind of way that you want. You can edit the button text any way you want. And anyways, I decided to make the button watch the interview. You click, watch the interview, and boom, because I set the link to that button to the YouTube page, now I can get people to know who Joan is. Now I can get them to watch the interview and know about my podcast, and most of all, I can get people to know about my YouTube channel and ask them to come and subscribe there. So it's a very powerful thing. I really want to share with you, my friends. Um, all right, so we're gonna turn automation power. We're gonna have automation. See automation power in action. Excuse me. All right, so keywords turn engagement into conversation. Buttons turn curiosity into clicks. Consistency turns followers into leads. All right, and tomorrow we'll connect your story to the automation inside ManyChat, kind of like I did with Joan. Okay, we're gonna show you how to do that. Okay. All right, so day 3 sneak peek. All right. Um, Automation that works while you sleep. All right. You're going to learn to connect your 60-second story to your keyword automation. And we're going to turn content into conversation and conversation into clients. All right. And you're going to, if you can, just drop the fire emojis in the chat. And if you're ready for day number 3, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all being here. Looking forward to being with you again tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much and take care.